Once again, Review Energy is doing the coverage of the second edition of Energyear Eastern Europe. And of course, we are talking about energy transition with the most important company. In this moment, we have the pleasure to say hello to Francesco Liuzza. He is the Senior Technical Sales Engineer Projects at JA Solar. Francesco, welcome to our microphones. It's your first time with us.
Thank you, Paula. Thank you for this opportunity to Energyear. Let's talk about what JA is doing for the energy transition and for the Eastern Europe market here in Romania.
Yes, and let's start to talking about specifically the challenges and opportunities that the sector is seeing here in this region, because it's growing up. The government is doing a lot of things here, but I want you to tell us what are those opportunities and challenges for the energy sector here.
Okay, I think Eastern Europe is more facing challenges more for the grid constraints. So aging infrastructure are reducing the speed of the energy transition here in Eastern Europe. So it's a common issue right now where there are aged infrastructure. So the grid needs to be upgraded. Then there are some challenges on permitting and administration. So more complex procedures can slow down the investment processes, and I mean, some financial institution can feel this kind of risk in this kind of slow procedure that Eastern Europe is facing right now. And another thing is more based on policy uncertainty. Steady subsidies program can better support the growing of the PV factor and PV sector in Eastern Europe, like they are more clear especially in Western Europe. In terms of opportunities, Eastern Europe has a huge potential for solar applications. We have a huge land availability, very high insulation in this area. Then opportunities is also to be connected to the European investments and funds for the recovery funds and all the targets of the European. So this kind of impetus is driving also the investment also in this area. And opportunities is to for sure use better technologies, reducing cost for the application, and create a path where not heavy subsidies can sustain the growth of the solar sector. So the solar sector can grow easily if the policy is stable and the permitting is less complex.
And Francesco, actually talking about this kind of opportunities, how is the company preparing to impact this market here in terms of technologies, economic regulations?
Yes, JA is very active all over Europe, and we are following all the new regulations coming up from the European Commission, especially for the carbon footprint regulations and also environmental sustainability governance. And JA did a very good job in the recent years, and we are now delivering, and we also presented at the Intersolar this year our low carbon footprint integrated traceable model that is reducing more than 40% our carbon footprint compared to the standard models. Then JA is also delivering the best technologies in terms of TOPCon models. JA is a patent owner of TOPCon technologies, and we are now speeding up and ramping up our power classes in order to increase our performance and efficiency on models, in order to reduce LCOE on projects and cost for the execution of the projects. So JA is now also acting as a solution partner to our customers. We are not only a supplier, we are trying to establish a long-term relationship with our customers, providing services, providing better logistic costs, providing local warehouses where they can easily access to our supplies, and providing the best technologies in the market. So that's our key factors right now.
very important what you say. No, it's not only to be a provider, but also think about the customers that actually they are the center of all the operations in the company.
Absolutely, and we really believe that our services, in terms of technical support, also financial and compliance support with customers, is very important. JA is one of the top bankable PV model supplier, listed as Tier 1 in Bloomberg since many years. We are delivering reliable products that are certified by all the programs for edging test and extended stress test like PVL, scorecards, the RED program. So we are really delivering quality and long-term performance. So that's what customer needs for their financing and for their evaluation, and also to go through the complex permitting processes that needs a lot of compliancy on regulations.
Yeah, that's true. And looking to the future, Francesco, what are those initiatives that the company has been working on to impact and or to accelerate this growth here in the not only in the European Eastern Europe, but specifically in Romania?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, for Romania and Eastern region, what we are trying to provide to customers is cost-effective products. So not only standard versions, but also customized products that can be more adapted to different scenarios. I'm thinking about agri-PV. I'm thinking about sites where you need higher mechanical loads for wind area or hail resistance. That is also a huge problem even here in Eastern Europe. So what we are trying to deliver is a reliable PV model with all the features that can add value and long-term reliability on the project. And for sure, for Romania and all these regions, we are really focusing on better logistics in terms of delivering models directly to closer airports over here. And this will allow us to reach customer very easily and to deliver models on site without any damages and without any delay.
Great. And one of the reasons that's why we are here is this huge event, the second edition of Energyear Eastern Europe. The last one was the first, and this one is very big. Actually, it's growing up. So, how you see it from the sector? What do you think? What is your opinion about this event?
Yeah, I can confirm that I was not present last year, but this year I can confirm that there is a huge presence here. So it means that the interest on the PV sector in Romania and Eastern Europe is very, very active. And this kind of conferences, it's a critical neutral space where all the stakeholders, developers, suppliers can meet together and exchange all this information. So it's a very important moment, maybe more quiet than an exhibition where we are showing products. Here we are showing and sharing ideas and solutions, and it's a way to establish a relationship with the customer and support the growth of the PV sector here in Eastern Europe.
The time for the networking, right? Well, Francesco, thank you so much for sharing all your knowledge and your experience and the JR solar experience with us. We hope to see you in much more events the next year and other Energyears.
Thank you to Energyear, and for any information, please feel free to contact JA. We have a long presence here in Europe, so feel free to contact us anytime. Thank you.
Thank you.